Can y'all hear me? Okay, good. I'm waiting for my people on YouTube. Can y'all hear me? I don't know. Maybe it's my connection. Maybe people just aren't really seeing my video. I'm not sure. But anyways, what I was saying was just like what I was just saying was just like I don't even remember. What was I talking about? What was I talking about? I don't even remember what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Soulless music. Okay. Basically, they are putting out soulless music because they know that the more people listen to that soulless music, the more people will use their soul less. And music is a thing of healing, so they're using a spiritual tool to hurt us. They're using spiritual tools against us. They're using our own magic to harm us. That's what they do. They come in our worlds, they take what works for us, and then use capitalism and then sell it back to us. But when they sell it back to us, it's like diluted. It's diluted. And it's just like I'm at a point now where it's just like I don't care for fake stuff no more. I don't care for like, you just wake up at a point and you're just like, I'm done with the stuff that don't matter no more. I'm done listening to this shit. I'm done watching this shit. I'm done. Like, I look at that shit on Zeus and baddies and all that type of stuff, and they're feeding us violence. They're feeding us violence. But there are people who are still in those lower chakras where that's all they know. So they feed into it. And it's a shame on the people who sell it because they know better. But at that time, all they care about is their pockets. And that's why now do you understand why I'm telling you to not only care about your pockets? Because when all you care about your pockets, you're more likely to harm other people for your pockets. And what ends up happening is you end up becoming just like the oppressor that oppressed your ancestors. Because all you care about is money, right? But you want to know what's funny? Even your enemy doesn't care just about money. That's why I say the money is a trick. It's a trick. Because even the people that want to be powerful or want to control you, it's not money. That's not all they care about. And if you think that the elites and the people who are up there or the people that's all they care about, you haven't 100% awoken. And honestly, I feel like the woke people are really just the people that have become aware that we're all still asleep. So for the people that's just like, oh, I'm awakened, I think it's such a funny thing to say because in reality, you're actually still asleep. That's why they keep telling us about these movies with these dream realms, and these movies, the Matrix, and all these movies where you're moving in and out of these realms inside of your mind. So no, you're not actually awakened. I see what you mean though. You're not. You're still asleep. And you're navigating your sleep. Thank you for the roses, everybody. Thank y'all. You're navigating your sleep. And the thing about it is that they look for people who are the easiest to manipulate. And quite frankly, I think some of y'all need to start testing people to see if they're worthy of hearing your stream of consciousness. Because you're telling your stream of consciousness to people who are literally still easily compromised by this matrix. You have to be careful who you vent to. You have to be careful who you talk to. You have to be careful who you give some of your emotions to. Because some of y'all are giving your most vulnerable selves to people who would drop it in an instant. Some of y'all don't even realize you are surrounded around enemies. So much to the point that you've become an enemy to yourself. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I am just a girl who loves to smoke a little bit of, that loves to make music, that loves to travel, and that loves to help people, and that loves to look good. That's who I am. Okay? I love talking to y'all. I love sharing some of my thoughts with y'all. Because truth be told, there's not a lot of good listeners in the world. There's not a lot of good listeners. I pay attention to how people say that they want to talk to me. But in reality, what they want is to talk at me. You don't want to talk to me. You want to use me as someone to just listen to you. You don't even want to conversate. You don't even want to ask questions. You don't want to. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you? I'm not going to explain it. If you get it, you get it. You see, some of y'all think that you only need money for people to abuse you. People will abuse how you listen. People will abuse how you give them attention. People will abuse how you talk to them. People will abuse anything about you if they're not receiving it in their life. If you have an abundance of it, they will try to take it from you. And that's why you have to know your power. Because when you know your power, you know what they're coming for. You know, I see a lot of people that come on my lives, right? I do want to address this. I see a lot of people that come on my lives, right? And they're so stuck on the lower base chakra that all they can be stuck is trying to figure out if I'm a boy or a girl. Right? And my thing is, when you meet God, is that what you're going to be focused on? God, are you a guy or a girl or such little things? You have so many things to wonder about, and your mind goes to gender. Your mind goes to something that is such physical. When you have the capacity to think about things galaxies away. God is not a man or a woman. God is the perfect balance of both. And that's why in life we strive to have the divine masculine and the divine feminine. That is why, not to get into such a weird topic of like people like, LGBTQ and things like that. I'm not even talking about LGBTQ. I'm talking about just not even sexual orientation or nothing. I'm not talking about none of that. But I want y'all to recognize that some of the most magnetic people were the people who had a balance of their divine feminine and their divine masculine. Prince, Michael Jackson. Those are some of the most attractive people. Period. Somebody said, what do you think about Baphomet? So here's the thing. A lot of people bring up Baphomet because they think that Baphomet is the symbolization of both genders. When in reality, if you want to go from like a Christian perspective, or like you want to go God and then you have Baphomet, like they are all the same. It's just like I'll give you an example. It's just like a thermometer. Okay. You have the heat and you have the cold. They're still on the same spectrum, just on two different sides. Just like how we try to demonize negativity and then we try to make the light the greatest thing possible, when in reality, the light is like that darkness is me also. That darkness can't exist without me. My light can't exist without that darkness. And this is why I say that we need to think much bigger than just black and white and realize that it's all one. You see, when you die and you extend on to your next life and you find out that this whole time God was playing every single role, you're going to be like, what the? You tricked me. And he's going to be like, no. This creation that I made is just art. It's one of the biggest artistic expressions. To play the enemy, the antagonist and the protagonist is still written by the same person. That's why I say, this is why sometimes I don't got friends, because I think on such a, you know what I'm saying? Like, the world is a stage. And the enemy, just like, remember in the Matrix, right? In the Matrix, in the new Matrix, Morpheus was telling Neo that he created Morpheus and Mr. Smith to help him become who he needed to be. Because do y'all realize some of y'all wouldn't even become if it wasn't something that was pushing against you. If all you had was love and support, you wouldn't become. You needed something opposing of you to motivate you. That's why not everybody is just motivated by the light. There are some people that are motivated by the darkness. You have Superman, you got Batman. That's why some of y'all aren't able to connect to your darkness, because you've been taught that every piece of darkness is bad. Look at the story of Maleficent. Look at the story of Maleficent. Look at the story of Maleficent. It's all a big play. It's all a big play. Misunderstood. Love that misunderstood. Some of y'all look at people that are evil, and some of them, they're evil. But they be evil because they didn't know how to deal with their lack of love. And to be a person that is really on the right path is to be a person of compassion. That doesn't mean that you give them an excuse. Thank you, Bree. That doesn't mean that you give people an excuse. You let them be, but you have compassion and you learn from everybody. Lack of love leaves room for hate to grow. Yes. 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 And every time you get hurt, every time your heart gets penetrated, you are going through a journey on if you should close it up or if you should keep it open. And I pray every time you say you keep it open. I pray. Because every time that you decide to close your heart off a little bit more and more, you stop yourself from also feeling love. But you also stop yourself from loving you. Because when you close your heart off, you also start to blame yourself. But babe, you can't. That's not how you grow. That's not how you grow. You don't grow from blaming yourself for your hurt. You don't grow from that. You grow from understanding and having compassion on why you allowed that hurt in. And when you see my face and when you hear my words, because my words is art. When I speak like this is my philosophy and this is art to me also. So when you see my face, I hope that every time you hear my name, Oriana Manhertz, or you may know me as Styx River, I hope that you remember to keep your heart open. Because that's how you found me. You could have easily judged me because I'm gay or because my hair is short. You have lots of things to judge me by. But something in you was like, you know what? I'm going to listen. I'm going to give her a chance. And I hope you never stop giving. Because the people that take from you when you're giving, understand that in the end, they don't live a happy life. And the moment that you stop giving is the moment that you take on lack. Because if somebody robbed you, but only took things that you didn't care about, would you really be as mad? So now the reason why I'm telling you that is because if people took from you, but you knew that you would always get more, you would always have more than that. Whatever they took, it would always be replaced by 10 times more. You wouldn't be as vengeful. You wouldn't be as hateful. Somebody said, all these women in their greatness, she's a millionaire and can teach us. I am not a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. And I just also want to let y'all know that just because someone is a millionaire doesn't mean that I never said I was a millionaire, my love. Never said I was a millionaire. But I knew you was cap. And just because someone is a millionaire doesn't mean that that automatically gives them access for you to listen to them all the way. Like, I want y'all to realize that, like, Hold on, Ruth, listen to me. Listen to me, Ruth, real quick. There are people who were millionaires that I trusted and that I tried to listen to. And those people actually led me the most astray. That's why I want to let y'all know in this day and age, just because look, my light done came out. Just because someone calls themselves a millionaire does not mean that they have the right to have your listening. Hold on, the light done came in. All right? That's something. Let me say that one more time. Just because someone is a millionaire doesn't mean that means that you should listen to them now. Because now you're saying that just because someone has a lot, that means that they're qualified for you to listen to everything. I'm going to fix this right now. I guess I can deal with it later. But you see this? You see how that came down, right? Do you understand a person who is trying to put on a perfect set for you, a person that is trying to look a certain type of way towards you, would feel a type of way about that dropping? A person that wants to be seen and perceived the type of way would feel a type of way. Oh my God. No. Guys, I don't have blinds on my windows. So I had to use these commando strips to keep my curtains up. It's life. It happens. Sometimes you DIY shit. Like, if you want to be free, be authentic. Nobody can ever make you feel bad about who you are if you tell them who you are from the beginning. Nobody can ever use you against you if you being you from the beginning. I'm not finna sit here and act like I'm the wealthiest person in the world. As a 24-year-old, I'm doing pretty good for myself. I get to create life. I get to try be a prisoner to desire. Because we live in a world where people are constantly desiring things. That craving, you're always craving something new in your life. I want. You're not even realizing that craving of wanting something new is also a form of bondage. That's why they say fasting is important. Because if this is a world of consumption, right? If this is a world of consumption and they've made you constantly consume things, that means that the more you can consume or the more you want, the more they can sell you on something. Ain't gonna lie, I thought Ori was straight. That kind of just made me chuckle for real a little bit. That's funny. No, I am not straight. I like women. I love women. I love y'all so much. Let's just come on here and keep being me and keep giving y'all love, and the universe will continue to provide in ways that are just profound. All right? So I want y'all to have a great day. And before I click off, I'm going to play a little bit of music before I click off, I'm gonna play a little bit of music that we can enjoy.
Ever since the night we spent, yeah, you said I had you bent, 'cause I had you on a trip, and it was a hell of it. So get gas in a limousine, killing niggas like a guillotine, and you know just what I mean. I don't mean it literally. Everything smooth, let's get it started. If you wanna play it rude, we can get it rockin'. I'm the baddest when I walk in, yeah. I'm the big dog, I don't do no barking, yeah. I know watching me can be exhausting, yeah. Hush, all that noise.
Explain a little bit. Hold on. Can you explain a little bit? Somebody said, look up the 3 stages of mental complexity. What is that? Can somebody explain that? 3 stages of mental complexity. I don't know. I feel like that sounds like something interesting. But I don't. Okay, mental complexity. I think I got it. Hold on. Are we lagging? I'm trying to. Okay. Forget intelligence. Aim for mental complexity. You sending me on a loop right now. This is too much. It's too much. It's too much. I love you guys. Later.